The number one question we get asked in our communities every single day is, how do I lose weight? If you don't know me, my name is Jeff Butterworth, and I am the co-founder of Happy Healthy You with Lisa Curry. And I've been a naturopath for over 30 years. And I've seen literally every single health weight loss fad come and go. And the one thing I can guarantee you is anyone that promises you to lose weight in a matter of days, to lose weight quickly, it's either unhealthy or it's a scam. And there's so much out there that I see. So that's why I developed a program which is sustainable, it's long-term, it's educational. And what it does is it removes the blocks of why you can't lose weight. Because we always hear, I've done everything, but nothing works. And that's because there's several things that I'm going to talk about in a minute that's stopping you from losing weight. So our approach is very holistic, it's sustainable, it's a long-term approach. And actually, our goal in this program is to get you healthy, because when you get healthy and you remove these blocks to losing weight, the side effect is losing weight. All right. So if you're thinking about, I can take a pill and I can shortcut all these things that you need to do, you cannot. You're just going to waste your money. So I'm going to explain to you now how you can do it properly. Don't waste your time and money on just scams and quick fixes, because they're not going to work long term. And the science proves that. Okay, so what are these blocks that I'm talking about? So the first one for women particularly are your hormones. So if your hormones are shifting all over the place, you're either excessive or deficient estrogen, this can be a really common block for women. And that's why we have our Happy Hormones, which just helps to bring the hormones back together, and the body balances its hormones naturally. And that can help release a lot of that fluid that you're holding. And it's a really important first step that we go through. The second one, and this is really, really critical, and particularly for women age 40 plus, is something called insulin insensitivity. So if your body doesn't metabolize sugars well, and it's almost a pre-diabetic state, then that sugar will then just get stored as fat. And you may be eating really well, you might not even be having sugar, but the amount of carbohydrate that you're having gets converted into sugar within the blood, and then the body cannot deal with that, and then it will store it as fat. And it's very common, it goes hand in hand with perimenopause and menopause. Your body becomes less sensitive to insulin. So it's one thing that we try and do is resensitize the body. You start to use that sugar better, it gets out of the blood system and into the cells where we want it. The third thing, and this is really important as well, is the amount of calories that you're consuming. And we find so often that, it's the very basic mechanics of weight gain or weight loss is the amount of energy expenditure to the amount of calories that you're taking in. But it's really difficult to manage calories. A lot of the time, our foods are very calorie dense. So that's why we have our Happy Weight. It's just a tool to reduce your overall calorie intake, and it works really well when you combine it with those other blocks. The fourth block, and this is very, very common and it links with sugar as well, is your liver and gallbladder function. And if your liver's not working well, it doesn't metabolize those hormones, it doesn't regulate your blood sugar properly, it doesn't clear those toxins out of the system, you won't metabolize fats well that you're eating. So we need to deal with your liver and gallbladder function. That's why we have our product Happy Liver, and it also helps with a lot of that bloating as well. So then there's many other sort of minor blocks that can be involved, whether it's your thyroid function, how you're sleeping, your energy levels can all be involved in as a block in terms of weight loss. But what we have is a free 10-minute check-in with our practitioner team, who can look at your situation and decide, is this a major block or a minor block? But first we have to deal with those 4 primary blocks, and that's what our program does. So what we give you is a 50-page document with recipes, with a step-by-step approach of what you should be eating, understanding these weight loss blocks in terms of this insulin sensitivity in your hormones. Then we combine it with a bundle of products that are just tools to help you in this journey. And if you follow this program for a month, you learn how to eat properly. The weight starts to come off. The first thing will be the fluid will disappear. And then we're looking at around 1 to 1.5 kilos of weight loss a week over that month. So that you'll see that happen. Your body needs that time for your metabolic systems to change. And it may take a month for those systems to re-engage and those blocks to clear. But this has to happen, because if it doesn't, you might lose weight quickly, but it comes back on. And this is what a lot of these fads do. They starve the body, or they just promise results that just are not going to occur. So we need to remove those blocks. We need to give the body time. And then after that month, you will have learned how to eat properly. We will have removed those blocks. And then what we're creating is a sustainable, so a long-term approach, and your body will balance its weight naturally. And this is what we really want to do. We're looking to improve your overall health, and the weight loss is a nice side effect. So forget the scams. If you really want to do this properly, we have a program and a system that will work. And the more that you implement this system, the better your results will be. And we have communities specifically designed for this. We have our Happy Weight program. We also have our Happy Hormones group with nearly 200,000 women. So you can be confident that what we do is authentic, it's legitimate, it's backed up by practitioners, and it's everything you'd get if you went to a good practitioner. We put into a program for you that we know works, because we've used it thousands and thousands of times. We've lost literally tons of weight for women, but the key is that it stays off. And this is what our real goal is. We're not interested in quick fixes and fads. It's a waste of everyone's time. So if you want to know more, ask us questions. We've got frequently asked questions here. We've got an assessment that you can take to give you a bit better idea of your particular blocks. And just join us, and we're here to support you in the long term so that you can manage your weight healthily and long term.